Action Station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
Minutes after 7 o'clock. It is Monday, March 14th, 2016. Hey, who turned the lights on? Who forgot to put the lights on outside? What happened there? It's dark this morning, Rum. What's the matter?
Yeah.
The world changed over the weekend.
It sure did. It's a good change for the good.
It's 7:19, but it feels like 6:19.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Something suspicious going on. Good morning, Robin. How you doing?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
It's daylight savings time.
Yes, it is.
It's saving the daylight for the end of the day. See,
yep.
We don't have it now, but we'll have it later on.
Exactly.
Which is good. We had it yesterday, right?
Yeah, right.
It is 64 degrees, not a bad temperature. Today's temperature is climbing to the mid-80s. Tonight,
nice.
Around 60. Tomorrow, same thing. Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, got some rain in the forecast, but pretty much the same temperatures, and there you go. Mm-hmm. That's the weekend. That's the week
there
up until the weekend. And I guess that's all I wanted to tell you. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yep.
I'm done.
I know.
Can you imagine if that was the whole show?
Yeah.
We're done. Let's go home.
Yeah, it's beach weather. We're out of here.
News and commentary at 7:35. I call it talking points. It's where we kind of yap about things in the news, and there's at least one local story from one of our listeners I want to share with you. Mm-hmm. Maybe she'll call in and elaborate on it. 8:35. That's when we turn off our opinion and simply read the news the way it was delivered to us.
Yeah.
Medical reporter Bern Pareso will be charming us at 9:05. She comes into our studio to talk to us about businesses that practice health. Oh gosh, I screwed that up, didn't I? Health providers, doctors. Yeah. She comes in to talk to us about doctors. How about that?
Especially Dr. Vishna Reddy.
That's her favorite guy. He's her guy. Yeah. Reverend Carol E. Richardson at 9:20. Reverend Richardson is an interfaith spiritual leader, a healer, a life coach, and a holistic practitioner with the National Integrated Health Association in Washington, D.C. Mm-hmm. Anyway, she's written a book called Mornings with the Masters, Mystical Journeys in a Postmodern World.
Yep.
Looking forward to hearing what that's about.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jerry Girth coming into the studio. Jerry is a lady who has a heart for human beings, especially children human beings. And she's the founder of Florida Kids Helping Kids, and they have a little girl, 11-year-old girl named Trinity, who needs a heart.
Mm-hmm. So sad.
It doesn't get any more serious than that. So they're having a carnival to try to raise money to make that surgery possible. Mm-hmm. And so we'll tell you about that. Jerry will be here to talk about that.
Yes, she will. Wonderful woman.
Judy Belshi Tornblom is coming on at 10:05. She's coming to speak about her book called Boonville Redemption, The End of the Beginning. She spent 35 years in the entertainment industry as a casting director and an agent. She's an award-winning scriptwriter and executive producer of Boonville Redemption. Mm-hmm. And we'll be talking about that, the book and the movie.
It was interesting. She said she wrote the movie first, and then they wrote the book. So
interesting.
They did the movie, and then they did the book.
That happens once in a while, right? The movie happens first. Right. Dr. Chester A. Wilk is a chiropractor, and he's speaking about the devil's intervention into healthcare, politics, churches, courts, and families. He's an opinionated guy.
Yes, he is. Nice fellow.
He will talk. Yeah, baby.
He's a great fellow.
He's fun. He was fun to chat with.
Yeah.
Fun with Joe today. Today is, it has something to do with the day today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Okay.
So I will ask you and Joe a which came first, chicken or the egg kind of a question.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And if you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, the other person gets the point. So every question today, one of you will get a point.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like a true or false game, but it's which came first.
Okay, excellent.
I'll give you an example. Which came first? I'm not going to tell you the answer.
Okay.
Wrigley Field or Wrigley's chewing gum?
Ooh.
There you go. That's the kind of questions I'll be asking.
There you go.
Don't call in. Don't tell us the answer. 'Cause
No.
I know the answer.
I'm thinking about it.
And I don't want Robin or Joe to know the answer.
No, I'm thinking
But
about
of course,
it.
they
I'm
could
not even
look
looking it up. I've got my
Today
guesses.
is, let me tell you what today is. It's National Potato Chip Day.
Oh, okay.
It is National Pie Day because 314 is pi, right? 314.
Yes, it is.
3.14 is all those numbers.
Exactly.
It's pie. So today's National Pie Day. Go get a piece of pie. It's National Learn About Butterflies Day.
Oh, how wonderful.
You like bugs? Bugs, butterflies are bugs.
Yeah, the Florida Museum of Natural History is the best place to go. You can learn about every kind of butterfly you want to.
The
and
one
bugs.
takeaway lesson I learned about butterflies from them
Yes.
was that Gatorade on your finger will put butterflies on your finger.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That was cool.
Let's see, National Children's Craft Day also today. And because it's the day after Daylight Savings Time Day, whatever you call that, it's National Napping Day.
Oh, okay.
National Napping Day. And in that same vein,
I got the couch.
it's also National License to be Lazy Day.
Oh, okay.
You have a license to be lazy today because that whole clock shifting thing made you lazy today. You have a reason and an excuse, so you have a license. And therefore, on the Galen You Know Life South segment, Galen is planning for a big vacation, a cruise.
Yep, this Thursday.
He might want to be a little bit lazy today. And I have some examples of how people have been lazy.
Oh, okay.
Examples of people being lazy. How about that? What did I do with my notes here? Oh, here's my notes. Did I skip one, Rob? Oh, 11:05. Oh, yeah, 11:05.
Yep.
I have a destination thing I want to share with you. Google Destinations. Google has a new feature.
Uh-huh.
I'll share it with you. I don't know
Okay.
that it'll occupy the whole time, but I want to share some of the destinations with you. With the way it works, I can tell you right now, and it's apparently only on a phone, and although I don't think my phone was smart enough to do it. You go to Google on your phone, and you put in a city, a country, whatever. Let's say you put in San Francisco. Follow it with the word destination or vacation, either or. And it will give you this automatic listing of hotel rates, air flights, you name it. It'll tell you everything.
Oh, how cool is that?
It's a new feature they have on Google called Google Destinations. I'm going to ask Galen if he knows about it too, by the way.
That is awesome.
We'll do that. What else? I guess those are the things I want to start with.
Okay, the other.
The other? What, Linda's thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing it right
Okay.
now. I'm just, we're saving the
Okay, well,
serious for last.
Looking right.
This is a serious one. So one of our listeners, Linda, if you're listening, you are certainly welcome to call in and tell us instead of me telling it. But Linda posted on Facebook the following paragraph, which has been shared, I think, 14 or 15 times now so
Yep.
far.
Yep.
She wrote yesterday, which in parentheses, March 12th, 2016. I was going to the Humane Society of Marion County and was driving on 14th Road when three men stopped in front of my car. One man pointed to my front tire as to alert me of a flat tire. I checked to make sure my car doors were locked. When these men realized I was not going to get out of my car, they moved away and allowed me to pass. Please be careful when driving and be safe. These guys were up to no good. I am so thankful I did not fall for their trick. I think these guys were planning a carjacking. Still having a hard time believing this happened here in Ocala. So you asked her to describe them. She said there were three white guys, right? Like in their mid-20s?
In the mid-20s, three white guys.
She also wrote back to you, it happened so fast that the best description is simply that, three white guys in their mid-20s. I didn't stay around once they stopped blocking my car. So can you imagine? Now that's a pretty desolate road, right? It's it's hardly traveled road down there by the Humane Society. Can you imagine? So somebody's in the road. You're going to stop. Of course, you're going to stop, right? So it's easy to stop a car. It's very easy. Okay. Now, if they had wanted to, they could have busted the window, and that would have been it.
Right. Exactly.
And it's just unbelievable what people are doing these days.
I know. It is so scary. She did call the police. They're going to beef up, road in that area. But I hope they, it goes in other areas. I called my mother right away, to tell her. Yeah. Because her and her friends drive all over the place.
And what are you going to do? So everybody's supposed to carry a gun now, right? Somebody does something like this. You give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, let me drive forward and see if they move out of my way. They don't move out of your way. They come to your window. Next thing you do, you pull your gun out, and now you've got to live with the fact that you just shot somebody the rest of your life.
Right, exactly.
What are you supposed to do? And God forbid you have children in the car with you when they do something like that.
Yeah, you got to protect yourself and others, and this was so great.
Just a crazy world.
She was brave enough to tell the world about it. Thank you so much.
Crazy world.
Thank you. Scary.
I got some other crazy news stories and political news. You see, this is the thing. Political news stories are actually fun. Sports news stories are fun. Entertainment news stories are fun. These stories aren't fun. All right, so we will look at the news and offer a commentary and expand on it. Anything else fun here? Oh, SeaWorld. There's a fun one.
Oh.
SeaWorld released a rehabilitated manatee to the wild.
Oh.
They put a tracking device on its flipper, though.
Oh, cool.
That's kind of cool, too. All right, we'll be right back. Is it Monday yet?
Yes, it is. It's wonderful.
We'll be right back.
News Radio, I'm Carmen Roberts. At least 20 people hospitalized after an Amtrak derails near Dodge City, Kansas. The train was traveling from L.A. to Chicago. Police in Landover, Maryland, still trying to figure out why a gunman opened fire at a police station yesterday.
An individual launched an unprovoked attack and brought several of our officers under fire.
Prince George's County Police Chief Hank Stowinski. Officer Ja'Kai Colson died, 2 suspects arrested, and lots of delegates up for grabs tomorrow in 5 primaries. In a town hall last night, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders blaming Donald Trump for the violence at his rallies.
He actually incites violence in the way that he urges his audience on.
I never have and never will condone violence. People have the right to protest. That's what America is about.
The town hall hosted by CNN. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Today, my new dad threw a barbecue.
Today, my new son and I threw a barbecue.
There were burgers and chicken.
I burnt everything. The burgers, the chicken, the salad.
They were delicious.
They were awful.
And then we had watermelon.
I'm allergic to watermelon.
And then we played catch.
I broke Mr. Lewis's window, Mrs. Wakeham's window, Mrs. Wakeham's windshield, and then somehow my hand. My hand!
And then my dad even let me drive his car.
The hospital's on the right! It was a rough day.
It was a great day.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. No need to get your ears in a tangle just because your spine is in decay. Acupuncture can help degenerative disc and spinal disease, so call today so you can get back to hippity hoppiting right away. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein with You Healthcare to feel better today at 352-615-5566. That's 352-615-5566. And visit us at abetteryouhealthcare.com.
Here's what you may have missed on the Tesh Radio Show.
Most couples get ring tattoos after the wedding ceremony, not for the engagement, which is smart considering 25% of all engaged couples, they never make it to the altar. Taking breaks help boost our mood and makes us more creative and productive. When a woman feels threatened, she tends to touch the front of her neck or play with her necklace because it's an area that's physically vulnerable. For men, their tell is fidgeting with their tie.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866 Red Eye. So join me, Gary McNamara,
and me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
Visit the WOCA website at www.woca.com.
The most trusted name in news, Fox News, every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. A little bit darker than it was Saturday morning at this time because yesterday, I'm sure you already know this, we put our clocks ahead 1 hour. 64 degrees here at the studios of The Source, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the food court, also known as the WOCA Commissary. Let's see what kind of things we have today. Millions of people worldwide are celebrating both a mathematical constant and a sweet filling and a wheaten crust. In other words, it's Pi Day, P-I, or you could add an E to it and go have a piece of pie. Pi, without the E, begins with 3.14, which is why this is Pi Day, because it's March 14th. Pi is interesting in part because it's an irrational number, Robin. Irrational. Same as me. Let's see. It's hard to memorize it. Let's see, 3.14159265. I think it goes on and on. If you aren't feeling the love for all things 3.14 and beyond, you can celebrate the other pie. Go have a pie. What's your favorite kind of pie?
Ooh.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. Lemon meringue. Yeah, is that what you were going to say? Lemon meringue? Yeah. Or apple pie a la mode, which means with ice cream, right? Is that technically what it means?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of really warm pie, though.
You don't like warm pie?
Warm pie is okay if it's apple pie with ice cream, but I'd rather have it cold. I'm just a fan of cold pie.
Where's your favorite pie place?
Oh, gosh.
Denny's?
I don't know. Pies.
That
would probably be Denny's because I don't think any of the other restaurants really sell pie. Maybe Bob Evans does, but
yeah, maybe Bob Evans.
Yeah, Bob Evans does. You can buy those huge pies there.
For those who've been here a long time, you might remember the restaurant that used to be in the place that Life South sits now, and they were known for their pies. What was it called again?
Village Inn.
The Village Inn.
Yep. Now those were amazing.
Somehow they had a reputation for pies.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened. I mean, everybody loved their pies, but they went out of business anyway, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Well, they
can only sell pies once a year. Pie Day. Today's Pie Day. Go get a pie.
Exactly.
Syria peace talks are set to resume today in Geneva as the nation prepares to mark the 5-year anniversary of the country's brutal civil war. The conflict has killed nearly 500,000 people, while creating almost 5 million refugees who have fueled a volatile migrant crisis across much of Europe. Russia and the U.S. have encouraged the talks, but neither Syrian President Bashar Assad's government nor rebels have expressed much confidence that they can result in a lasting agreement. It's just going to be. We see this as sometimes you think, well, we want to help the world, but sometimes you got to say, you know what? You're on your own, guys. You got to figure this out.
Exactly.
This is an interesting one. Venture capitalist Michael Goguen plans to file a cross complaint after a lawsuit claimed that he sexually, physically, and emotionally abused a woman over a period of 13 years. So he's now filing a cross complaint. He calls that lawsuit extortion. He's from Sequoia Capital. That's the company. He and they parted ways in the midst of the controversy. Goguen, probably mispronouncing the name, had been with Sequoia Capital, which is a Silicon Valley venture capital firm, early investor in Apple, Google, and a slew of young startups, including WhatsApp, since 1996. Anyway, so that's a story. That's under my radar. I had no clue anything about that one.
No, not at all. But 13 years.
United Continental Holdings CEO Oscar Munoz will return to work full-time after suffering a heart attack in October and undergoing a heart transplant in early January. Munoz is 57 years old. He will resume all of his duties. Munoz stepped into the airline's most senior role in September after previous CEO Jeff Smizek was ousted in the midst of an inquiry into corruption.
Gosh, yes.
The guy who was called the Dad Rock guy, he took a 1,500-mile journey from Washington, D.C. to Austin, Texas for the South by Southwest Music Festival.
Yes.
I guess he returns home today, for those who followed that story.
Okay.
It's on the lighter side of the news.
Yeah, I would say.
I would say that's on the lighter side of the news.
I like light.
Saturday, you and I were at the Student Media Festival judging event.
Yep.
Which is always something we're honored to be asked to do. And so we got to see videos that students have made from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade this time.
Yes, that was a real treat. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, this time we got to do every grade level, but every judge, every judge team, I should say, there were judge teams. You and I were a team, and Laura Burns and Joe Burns, they were a team. And
Alan Youngblood was there.
I can't remember who Alan's partner was, but we all had teams, and so each team. So it used to be the thing we had in common, and the team was the age group.
Yes.
So you'd be judging, let's say, kindergarten through second grade, and it would be all PSAs or all news items.
Yeah.
And it was always fun to watch children do a news piece. But but this time, rather than categorizing it by age, they categorized it by
grade level.
No, they categorized it by what do you call it? The categories.
Oh, there you go.
Categorized it by category.
It was a blank there for a moment.
Because we were judging public service videos, right? That's all we did. There was no news. There was no. So we did public service videos, which means they're over a minute long.
Yeah.
Could be up to 7 minutes long.
Right.
And so we did public service videos all the way from kindergarten through 12th grade.
Yeah.
And there was one really, really good one in the younger grades too. We can't tell you anything about it right now, but it was. Let me tell you something. The younger kids once in a while will pull something off that really amazes you.
Yeah.
The younger kids always have something that makes you laugh, though. That's always fun. I'll never forget the claymation penguins.
Yeah, they were fun.
Claymation penguins. You had to look at this and say, "What? Those are penguins? It looks like black and white clay just kind of moving around."
And it was great.
That's what it was. hey, I'm a penguin. Yeah, me too. Yeah, we're having fun. Let's jump in the water. Okay, whoo.
Yeah, they did. It was fun. They dove off a cliff in the water. It was so cool.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
Wonderful stuff.
Let's see.
Very creative, our students.
Tomorrow is voting day. Don't forget. Tomorrow we vote in if you haven't already voted early, which we did. When did we vote? Saturday? Friday? Friday we went to vote early?
Yep.
You cannot vote early today, correct?
Correct.
Cannot vote early today.
Nope, it was done.
Easter is a week from Sunday. Don't forget that.
Yep.
For those people who are Christian or who just like chocolate bunnies.
Yeah. Palm Sunday is this Sunday.
Palm Sunday is this Sunday.
Yep.
Where do the palms come from? Like, I know where they come from around here. We have them outside our windows.
Uh-huh.
But like when you're up north, remember going to church when you were a kid up north and the church had plenty of palms to hand out?
Yeah.
I wonder where they got them from. From here? From Florida?
Probably. I would guess.
I wonder if it's a business. I wonder if there's some guy who says, hey, I got palms. I got plenty of palms here.
I would think so. Because you'd have to have, you'd have to know in advance.
Why didn't we think of
to
this?
have palms.
Why? Oh, is it too late? Can we do it now? I mean, can we go on what do you call eBay and say, hey, any churches up north need some palms for Palm Sunday?
Yeah.
I can send you 10 for $1.
That's right.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's see if we can make some money on this.
There you go. We'll be entrepreneurs.
Or will God strike us dead? You are supposed to give them.
And
I gave them to you for free.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That would be us in the end, though. Always, whenever we do something, don't worry about it.
We always give it away.
That's right.
That's why everybody takes advantage of us.
That's right.
A series of new polls released yesterday show Senator Ted Cruz surging in key battleground states, including Florida. Mm-hmm. In Illinois, a new CBS Battleground Tracker poll has real estate mogul Donald Trump and Ted Cruz locked in a statistical dead heat, 38-34 for first place. That would be in Illinois. In the NBC Wall Street Journal poll for Illinois, Donald Trump leads with 34% and Ted Cruz at 25%. Ohio Governor John Kasich and Senator Marco Rubio come in at 21% and 16%. Mm-hmm. In Ohio, Ted Cruz is now nipping at the heels of both Kasich and Trump for first place. That's interesting.
Okay.
The new CBS poll has Trump and John Kasich tied at 33%, Cruz at 27%, and Fox News has a poll taken earlier in the week has Ted Cruz at 19%, suggesting conservatives in the Buckeye State are moving strongly behind Cruz as the main challenger to Donald Trump. Oh, I didn't tell you about Florida.
No.
I'll tell you that on the other side. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. This Monday, it'll be breezy and warm with times of clouds and sun. There may be an afternoon shower or thunderstorm in the area, the high 80 to 84. And partly cloudy Monday night with the lows ranging from about 60 in a few inland spots to 67 near the coast. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high 82 to 86. For Wednesday, partly sunny and warm, the high 81 to 85. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey, Matt. I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
WWOCA,
Your source for the #1 sports weekends. Fox Sports, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. We are The Source, WOCA.
Yes, we are. All right, nice looking day out there, isn't it? Finally, the light is coming on out there. It is 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Hope you're doing well. You're listening to The Source. It is here at the Paddock Mall, where we broadcast from, 64 degrees. Temperatures today climbing into the mid-80s. Lows tonight around 60. Tomorrow, same thing. Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, some rain, but pretty much the same temperatures. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday also have rain with similar temperatures. Cooling down just a little bit, but nothing really big deal. All right, I was talking about some of the polls, and tomorrow, of course, is Election Day here in Florida, as well as Illinois, and Ohio, right? So I was talking about in Florida. Let me see, in Florida, I missed that one. And Rubio was once seen as the leading challenger here to Trump. The new CBS poll has Trump still leading at 44%, but Cruz is now second at 24%, overtaking Rubio at 21%. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
He made such an impression on Ocala, too, when he came through Ocala. Remember when Marco Rubio came through Ocala?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he really was very presidential looking. I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes president one day.
Yeah, but not this time around, I don't think.
No, I don't think this time around either. He might back out after tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a political pundit. I don't really.
No, but it's getting down to the wire now. We got to, cull the field to one Republican, one Democrat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and you know what I've said on the Democratic side, I actually like Bernie Sanders. I really do. He's a nice guy. But I would have big issues with a lot of the ideas he has on how to make America better or improve the country. I just don't see how logically he can figure that would work, especially when you have other countries that tried to do what he's already said to do, and it doesn't work out that way.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't work out that way. There are still poor people, even if you socialize everything. But I like him. But I like him in the same way that I like a lot of entertainers. I'm not saying he's an entertainer. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is that a lot of entertainers agree with him. And a lot of those entertainers, Ellen DeGeneres, Art Garfunkel, I've heard those are two that I've heard talking about Bernie Sanders as their choice. And I like them. I like Art Garfunkel. And gosh, I'd love to have coffee with him or something and just chat. But at the same time, I probably would disagree with a lot of the ideas they have, because how do you do that? I mean, how do you take... Okay, so there's a big discrepancy between how much the poor make and how much the rich make. Okay. But what are you suggesting? That there should be a law that says rich people should hand over their money to the poor people?
Yeah, that's ludicrous.
And it's never done that way. The way it happens is you take the money from the rich, you give it to the government, and then they give it to the poor.
Yeah.
And it never works out that way.
No.
Look at England. It doesn't work out. You still have poor people.
Yeah. Exactly.
And who has lots of money over there? The governing bodies, right? And they don't do much.
And the people that are rich, they work for their money. And then you've got different levels of rich. You've got people owning their own businesses, and they might not be gazillionaires, but they're well off, and they're employing other people. And it's just, the people that are complaining the most are the ones that are getting the handouts, because they're not happy getting the handouts. They want more money so they don't have to work to earn their keep.
There's a certain segment of the population that needs our help. And I'm okay with that.
Segment, sure, but the other ones that can work, that don't, that are just drawing, from the people that are working, I don't like that at all.
North Korea said yesterday that it has developed a hydrogen bomb that could annihilate New York City.
That is so disgusting.
The state-run DPRK said, I guess that's their news agency, our hydrogen bomb is much bigger than the one developed by the Soviet Union. If this hydrogen bomb were to be mounted on an intercontinental ballistic missile and fall on Manhattan in New York City, all the people there would be killed immediately and the city would burn down to ashes, the report was quoted, and quoting a nuclear scientist identified as Cho Hyang II. Or maybe that's Il, I-L. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's two capital I's or a capital I and a lowercase L. Cho Hyang Il, maybe.
So, what's the U.S. government doing about it? There's nothing, right?
Don't worry. We're doing something about it.
Yeah.
You don't think so, but we are.
No.
The hydrogen bomb surpasses our imagination, Cho says. The H-bomb developed by the Soviet Union in the past was able to smash windows of buildings 625 miles away, and the heat was strong enough to cause third-degree burns 62.5 miles away. Oh, we're so proud of ourselves, aren't we? That we can hurt innocent people just because we have a bomb. Aren't we so proud of ourselves? Mm-hmm. What is God thinking? Experts in the West believe North Korea does have ballistic missiles that could reach the west coast of the United States, but not as far as New York City. Oh, so they could blow up San Francisco.
Yeah.
They also are skeptical at North Korea President Kim Jong-un's recent claims of building a miniaturized nuclear weapon. Who knows if they have? But I just what do people think when they create things like this?
Because they're braggarts.
So what's the whole point? What's the whole point? I got something. I could just kill you. I could stand here, push a button, and kill you, and then I feel good about myself.
Of course.
What is wrong with the world?
Yeah. Well, he's the one that killed all those people too. That killed his mistress and her whole family and the band.
So that's really no different than this next story. A Maryland police officer is no longer with us. He was fatally shot in an unprovoked attack at a Prince George's County police station outside of Washington, D.C. Mm-hmm. One of two suspects was wounded when police returned fire. Prince George's County Police Chief Hank Stawinski said the suspect approached the station and opened fire at the first officer he saw.
God.
There was no apparent motive for the shooting. The slain officer was identified as Ja'Kai Colson, a 4-year veteran of the police force.
That is so sad.
The wounded suspect was taken to a local hospital and was expected to survive. The second suspect was later apprehended and was being interrogated. I mean, that's just crazy stuff.
Yeah, there's no respect for human life anymore. No respect. And we've got it locally, that the woman was stopped by three white guys in their mid-20s going to the Humane Society. They sure weren't going to ask for directions. They were going to do her harm. Thank God she got out of there.
Yeah.
Had her doors locked.
The Zika mosquito test has been proposed for Florida. The spread of the Zika virus in Latin America is giving a boost to a British biotech firm's proposal to deploy a genetically modified mosquito to try to stop transmission of the disease. Oxitec has genetically modified the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which also transmits dengue and chikungunya. So the males produce offspring that do not live. But until now, its proposal to test the mosquito in the Florida Keys has languished at the Food and Drug Administration while the company conducted similar field trials outside the USA. The data seems to be promising in terms of reducing the mosquito populations in those small field trials. Have you ever... The two worst places I've ever had mosquitoes was Key West and the Devil's Millhopper up in Gainesville.
Yes.
The two worst mosquito places I've ever been to. I literally came out of the Devil's Millhopper with welts on my face. There was so many mosquitoes down there. I wouldn't dissuade you from going. I would encourage you to go to Devil's Millhopper. It's very cool.
Right.
But bring insect repellent.
Yeah.
Or go on a cold day. The mosquitoes are not there all the time.
No, they're not. But it was in the heat of the summer in the middle, and that's like July.
Oxitec modifies Aedes aegypti mosquitoes with synthetic DNA to produce offspring that won't survive outside a laboratory. Modified females are manually separated in the lab from the modified males, which do not bite and are released to mate with wild female mosquitoes.
Gosh.
Wild ones.
Wild ones.
Oxitec says it has completed successful tests in Panama and the Cayman Islands. along with a test as part of the dengue fighting program. That dengue fighting program.
I know.
In Brazil.
Yeah, that was in the news last year.
Piracicaba, Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
The city's health department has confirmed Oxitec's results, a reduction in the wild Aedes larvae population in the targeted neighborhood by over 80%. So it's working.
Thank God.
But still, the part of the story that worries you is the part where it says the Food and Drug Administration is kind of dragging their feet on it.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
The proposal to test the mosquito in the Florida Keys has languished at the Food and Drug Administration while the company conducted similar field tests outside the USA.
Yep. Thank God for all of the scientists outside the USA.
This is if you forgot, this is the virus that can cause babies who are not born yet to be born with the little tiny heads.
Yes, that is so sad. It is so sad.
Tom Frieden, the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, said the tests of the genetically modified mosquitoes have only been done in small areas involving the release of tens of millions of mosquitoes. So while they're promising technologies that we absolutely need to pursue, I think we also have to be realistic about what the impact in the mosquito season is likely to be.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if they just got rid of all mosquitoes? Would that disrupt the food chain?
Yeah, there you go. Good question.
I mean, all mosquitoes, just mosquitoes. Because it's one of my questions. You know, when you say, when I die, I'm going to ask God something.
Mm-hmm.
When I die, I'm going to ask God, how come, right?
Yeah, you got a whole list of stuff.
Yeah, but my number one is, why mosquitoes? Why did you invent mosquitoes?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I understand things have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You could have had love bugs. They could eat love bugs.
Yeah, there you go.
Love bugs are just a nuisance. They don't bite you, make you itchy.
No, not at all.
I'm itchy just thinking about them.
I know, me too. It's like, ooh.
All right, we'll take a little break. When we come back, Galen Unolds from Life South will be on the air with us. Today is National License to be Lazy Day.
Well, Galen's never lazy.
Yesterday was we lost an hour, so today you can be lazy.
Oh.
I've got ways people are lazy.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Police called it an unprovoked attack. An undercover Prince County, Maryland narcotics cop, Ja'Kai Colson, shot and killed outside a police station yesterday. Chief Hank Stawinski says the force is devastated.
My first duty, and this time, was to spend some time with them. But the community needs to know that one of your defenders has been lost.
A suspect wounded by officers and another suspect during custody. Officer Colson died at the hospital. An Amtrak derailment in southwest Kansas, sending 11 people to the hospital. It was heading from Los Angeles to Chicago.
At least 5 of its cars went off the tracks. We are told there were approximately 128 passengers and 14 crew members on board.
Fox's Kelly Wright. 5 Republican primaries tomorrow could determine if Donald Trump wins the presidential nomination before this summer's convention. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Wildfires burn millions of acres each year. And each year, wildland firefighters like Fire Chief James Hall battle to contain them. But they can't do it alone.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. It can ignite and destroy your home, your community, or more. That single ember can be just as dangerous as the wildfire itself. You can do something firefighters can't. You can act now to prepare your home and your community for wildfire. You can reduce the risk. Do your part. Go to fireadapted.org.
Get fire adapted. Learn what you can do now to reduce wildfire damage later at fireadapted.org. A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council. Learn more at fireadapted.org.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Need a mailbox rental but need more information? Remember